But first up tonight, look, it's time we went nuclear in this country. That's the only conclusion to be drawn from the latest research and findings to come from the nation's largest miners and resource companies. In particular, they've singled out small nuclear reactors, advanced battery technology and more gas-fired power generation as keys to our energy future. Now, the Minerals Council says modular nuclear reactors should be given higher priority, which is zero-emission technology. So too, natural gas will be part of the ongoing energy mix going forward. Now, the key to Australia's power generation is the mix. It needs to be renewables, it needs to be gas, it needs to be coal-fired power, it needs to be battery, it needs to be wind, it needs to be solar, and now, of course, it needs to be nuclear. There's no one single silver bullet when it comes to this particular debate. And Senior Federal Cabinet Minister Keith Pitt, he's been on this show many times, and he's been a strong advocate of the nuclear option for some time. He believes that with advanced technology, the nuclear option is a no-brainer. He says European countries like France rely almost exclusively on nuclear for their power. Now, Angus Taylor, the Energy Minister, he'll be on the show very, very shortly. He's outlined a roadmap in May last month for future energy sources that could be developed by 2050. Now, that final list of the priority technologies is expected to be ready for the October 6 budget, and this will anchor the government's long-term emissions reduction strategy. Now, it's clear nuclear will be part of that mix, and so it should be. Any debate around our future emissions strategy and the provision of reliable energy must include nuclear. Nuclear gets a bad rap because of Chernobyl and Fukushima, and quite rightly. But advancing technology and the smaller options that now are on the table make it much safer and much more palatable for the Australian public. The Paris Agreement targets are being met by Australia, and our national narrative around energy provision remains one of the country's most important debates. But it's not a binary argument, and that's the key here. It's not renewables versus coal-fired power. It's not renewables versus gas. It's both, and now we can throw nuclear into the mix.